EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Hoosier State and Lucas Oil Stadium in downtown Indianapolis. Straight ahead, we pull the curtain on the postseason with an AFC wildcard matchup between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Indianapolis Colts. What twists and turns will January have in store for us? The NFL playoffs are officially underway. Throwing now, Taylor on first down. Flush to his right. And no, incomplete. Boy, they took a shot there on the first play, trying to start it out with a bang. But it's second down.
Scramble drill there, partner. Some teams have some pretty good rules for it. Others are just saying, make sure you work your way back into the sight lines of your quarterback, even if you take the play deep. And that's what they attempted to do on that one, unable to connect.
Taylor incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Taylor will get this into the hands of Mostert. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Out of the gun, it's Taylor. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. This will be taken at the 13. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Opening carry of the game for Cordell Patterson. And he's got room. Short down at the 1-yard line. It's a big one there for the Chargers. 72 yards. First and goal at the 1. A shotgun snap for Hill. They'll roll him out right toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Chargers have taken a first-quarter lead. I think that's the dream start right there. The defense stands up on the opening drive, then they go right down the field and score.
It's a positive start for your offense and your defense. And when you're talking about playoff football, what a great way to get things going.
Everything is magnified and amped up a little bit more.
To put it mildly.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And that one will It's out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say,
I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Let's take over 1st and 10 at their own.
They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
that's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers 36. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 36. There's some space here. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 12-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. From the shotgun, it's Taylor. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Aaron Donald. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Third and long. Taylor and company hoping to regroup after the sack. From the gun, it's Taylor. Being chased out left. And he's going to go down again. Clay Matthews providing a little deja vu. Back-to-back sacks. And now they're staring at a 4th and long.
39-yard attempt.
And the 13-year man puts it through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Andy Isabella was the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
They run with Patterson. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down.
A gain of 11 on the play.
Here's Eason off the play fake. Looking downfield for Jones. It's caught inside the 25. A big play there for L.A. 49 yards.
Big plays always wind up being a big theme as we get rolling in these playoffs, and the defenses that can avoid giving them up, well, they're the teams that tend to go far. You may not eliminate those big plays, but if you can limit them, then you got a chance to get to the ultimate game.
gets him to only a yard, and it's second down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
7, Colts 3.
Second and 9. Here's a toss right side for Breida. And some room to work. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's first and goal.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers. They're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be second and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there, and if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle, keep coming after them, put the pressure on them.
Flushed out right. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Lorenzo Carter able to drop him for a loss of a couple.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a fourth down. So here's Greg Zuerlein now as he'll try for the field goal. From the right hash, and this one just a chipping. Zuerlein's kick is up and through. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up first and 10. Meanwhile, a throw by Taylor is incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
Taylor incomplete on first down. Here's second and 10. To throw again. Taylor hit. He lost the football. But I believe the Colts were able to fall on this when they were. And so possession will remain with Indy. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage. But I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
The good news, they kept the ball. Bad news, it's third and long. From the gun, Taylor. He's got his man. It's Butler. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before it's taken down. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. On first down, it's Taylor. That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a second and long. Here's Taylor over the middle. It's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Hakeem Butler there, but now it'll be third down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free, and there's another example, another incompletion.
3rd and long. It's Taylor. And heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Troy Apke. He's got Daly, the 20. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. And we'll see if that pick 6 looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally, and you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome? But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
The ball carrier.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Operating from the gun, Taylor. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Taylor. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Mostert. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47.
And the ball carrier.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, Taylor. Open man, completes it to Butler. Getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
Defensively.
Taylor incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Taylor. And he's got it. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Colts able to get this back within a touchdown. Until that late score here in the second quarter, they only had the the field goal, so that's just big to see that football get into the end zone.
Yeah, and when you look at the scoreboard now, nothing seems out of reach. They've been outplayed in the first half, but when the clock hits zeros as they head into the half, you know what I do as a head coach?
What?
I tell my team to sprint to the locker room to show that we've got the momentum and show that we're right back in this game.
And he returns this to the 22.
Patterson on the return. The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened-up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. To throw again. Eason. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. He was looking for Matt Breida out of the backfield. And it's 3rd down.
3rd down and 10.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun is Eason. Looking deep for Julio. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Well, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. So we're at halftime in this AFC wildcard matchup. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Set to kick off.
Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the 2nd half of this AFC wildcard game.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Got some space here. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
Los Angeles.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Out of the shotgun, Breida. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Breida, the ball carrier.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. It was Jordan Evans making the play defensively.
It's a game.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
2nd and 5 now. Hill, and this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown. Julio Jones there to make the grab. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead.
No lead safe in the new NFL, but this score is really going to give them some needed breathing room.
Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. Room here to run. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. Oh, he's got one down. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 15 yards there on the play as they try to chip away at this 15-point deficit.
First down.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. From the gun, a run with Mostert. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Chargers' 41-yard line.
From the 41, Taylor. He gets it left side to Johnson. They had 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
On 3rd down, Taylor. And he finds his man. That's Butler. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 25-yard line. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs. They'll throw on 1st down with Taylor. Johnson with a completion over the middle. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 21-yard line.
Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Play action, it's Taylor. Sliding out of the pocket. This is Butler making the catch. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Only a yard. It's 4th down.
They'll try and throw for it with Taylor. Open man, Butler complete. And he will have the 1st down before he's tackled at the 12. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. Here's Mostert. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Once again, it's Mostert. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Sometimes I need a check.
The Colts on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Now Taylor. And they'll get this on the screen to Monster. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Taylor will throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
4-yard line.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Back to the running game with Mostert. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
1 yard.
So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
3rd and goal, and keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory. Out of the gun, it's Taylor. And he'll go down back at the 12. Aaron Donald able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Escaping the pressure right. Montez Sweat, and the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. The Charger drive about to get going, and they are looking good. A 2-score lead here in this 4th quarter as they hope to capture a spot in the divisional round next weekend.
Number 22.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation when they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Javon Hargrave, the D tackle, getting the sack. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Now a toss play. It's Breida. And it won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
Brings up 3rd down.
Eason going to throw it out of the shotgun. A loss of 8 on the play, and it brings up 4th.
It's a loss of 8 yards. Brings up 4th.
Here's Matt Weil now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. Now Austin. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
At their own 44-yard line.
Come to the line ready to start their next drive. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete.
2nd down.
Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Taylor incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Taylor. Nowhere to get away, and down he goes. Taylor is sacked. Aaron Donald. That is one he will remember. It's sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. Third and long. Taylor and company hoping to regroup after the sack. Here's Taylor to throw. Lots of screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They're going on 4th down. It's Taylor. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked up by Eric Murray. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
Got a man, it's Patterson, complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3. At the
running out of the gun here, Breida. Just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 10 yards is the pickup there, and that should just about put a bow on this one.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.